What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is EJ Joyful Plans, and in today's video, I am unboxing the December 2022 cloth and paper subscription box. This is the Penspiration and planning box. I forgot to change my subscription box back over to just the box without the pens. So we're getting bonus pens this month. Well, I'm paying for bonus pens this month. And so let's go ahead and get into it. I haven't looked inside. I have opened it just so that I'm not making all kinds of noises trying to open up the box. Here it is. Box looks same as the usual. There is luxury and simplicity. And I see we've got some cards here. This is for the Penspiration element of the box, which is typically about 5 pens. And based on this Penspiration board, I'd be surprised if we got any colored ink pens in this box, but we'll see, because everything is black and white. So it's your Penspiration board, which can double as a journaling card, and on the back we have the pen test sheet, which we will use to test the pens at the end of this video. Then we have a couple of journaling cards. Well, the first is a journaling card, and it looks like it says new mindset, excuse me, over and over again. I actually really like that card. And then this is the tour card for what is inside the box. I'm going to set this aside and reference it when we get going. And then this also is part of the Penspiration box or kit, which has a habit tracker type monthly view, important dates, and then just it's undated. So you would just slide this into the front of your planner in a pocket for a little calendar at a glance. So that is what we're starting with. This paper is different. It's a different kind of paper, really thick paper, not a thin tissue paper like we've seen before. And here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's look at the black bag first. The pen stuff is probably in here. Everything's being stored inside, but let's see what is in this black fabric bag. Cloth bag, if you will. It's a rock. Okay, hold on. It says there's luxury and simplicity. And then it is a stone paperweight. I'm not mad at it. It is funny to get a rock in a subscription box, but it is a very heavy stone for your desktop. I don't know who uses paperweights these days, though. I don't know. I feel like it's a nice desk item, decor-wise, if you like that minimalist look. But it is kind of funny. I feel like you don't see paperweights anymore. But it is a vibe, and I will put this in my new office, which is almost done. I feel like I've been talking about it for months, probably because I have. And I'm really excited to share that with you guys. Let me move the box out of the way. All right, so one of the items in the box is holding all of the rest of the items in the box, and that is this is like a fabric covered box. It says archive on the side, archive on the spine, cloth and paper on the spine. Now, because this is fabric, I can already see I'm going to need to roll a lint roller over it because it's got fuzzies on it. Top right says cloth and paper. And when they were doing sneak peeks of this, the idea was that it is an archive box with a magnetic closure, but I see no magnetic closure. I thought that this was going to wrap around and be a magnetic closure, but it is not. But the idea is that you can store your stationery items in here. If you have old planner inserts, you can throw them in here. And of course, it is just a box, and so you could put anything you want in here, including remotes on your coffee table. So, I mean, it's a nice box. I wish it had a magnetic closure, and look how it stops here. So it will stop at just flat. It won't fold all the way open. I don't love that. So it kind of makes you want to open it up like this. But it is it's a nice looking box. Again, it does have a little fuzzies, and it doesn't open all the way, which is a bit of a miss for me, but I digress. Actually, hold on. Before, there's items in here we will get to, but since this is one of the items in the box, it does remind me, hold on, of, let me look at the size. Okay, this is a little bit smaller. It reminds me of the premium planner boxes, or premium, yeah, storage boxes from Clever Fox. I just did an unboxing, not an unboxing, but a flip through of several Clever Fox items. And the premium planners come in a box like this, a very sturdy box. It doesn't have anything written on the back, nothing written on the spine, and the only thing on it is the Clever Fox logo on the front. And it has, let me show you, a magnetic flap closure right here. And I'm willing to bet, okay, so it folds all the way open, okay? And then it has this insert, which, you know, because it's, the insert is there so that the planner fits perfectly inside. But it looks like this insert, it's glued down, but you could pull it out. I don't know what is going to be underneath, maybe just raw cardboard. But, and it does have some print on it, but frankly, I actually like the size and the magnetic closure on this more than I like this archive box in design. So this is a nice aesthetic, but design-wise, I feel like they could have done something like this packaging from Clever Fox, which I would have liked a bit more. So I'm going to use it. It'll look cute in my office, but there are some design elements I would have done differently. Okay, enough about the box, Elizabeth. Okay, so these are the pens and the sticky notes that come with the Penspiration. Let's do the Penspiration last because pen tests take a little bit longer. So we're going to set aside the Penspiration element of the box and get to the rest of the stuff in this dust bag. So here's the inside of the box. It's just cardboard, basically. Again, they did nice with the fabric cover, but otherwise, oh, here we go. Tens mois à courant. I don't know what that means, but I'll Google it after this video. Something in French, maybe like, I don't know, maybe it means archive in French or something. Okay, so let's see what is in the actual subscription box, not the Penspiration, but the subscription element of the box. So we have, all right, we've got some sticky notes. So the first is the page flags in Aspen. These are transparent. So let's get a good look at these. Actually, we're not going to play with packaging today. I'm going to go ahead and just cut everything open to get everything out. Well, I'm still struggling to get stuff out. I am really starting to get tired of packaging. Can I just say that? All right, so here are the circle flags, transparent in Aspen, and they strike me as being more on the gray scale than white. So here you can see what it looks like on a white piece of paper. It does look a little bit more gray. So we have the circle flags. I actually do like those. We have the Luxe page flags. So they've been breaking out these Luxe page flags like crazy. These ones say record or record, depending on how you use it in a sentence. I'm going to record the, I'm going to keep record of, or I am going to record the musings of, ... So it depends on how you want to say it or your sentence structure. So it says record. We'll just go with record on this one. And these are transparent stickies. I'm going to pull one off and see what it looks like. What I didn't realize about these is that they have the word at the very edge of the tab. So that's actually really cool. So you've got your little stickies, right, that say record or record. And then see at the very end, it's got the word really short down there or really small down there. So if you're using them, excuse me, at the edge of your planner, excuse me, you're going to have that word record or record popping out of your planner. So that is really cute. These are transparent, but they're like pretty darn opaque, I'd say. Pretty darn opaque. And quality control issue I can see is my tan one is actually cut wrong. I don't know if you can see that there or very clearly here. but a little bit cut off, which is a bit of a bummer. Okay, so next we have greeting cards, set of 15 cards and envelopes. Let's see what these look like. I love a card. Do I send cards out regularly? No. Should I? Probably. Do I enjoy receiving them? Yes, but I'm not great at sending out. I don't want to open up the packaging, but I do want to show you guys. I wonder if I can just slide one out. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it is not like a folding open card. This says merci, but probably very, I mean, it's cut off, but it is just a one-page card. It's a thick cardstock. It says merci. It is lined, and then you've got a space for dating it. So it is just one card, and then you've got these cream envelopes, which look like pretty standard small envelopes. So this is not, yeah, these are very small. You're not going to write long letters to someone, but it looks like it says merci, bonjour, pensant à vous, pensant à vous. I don't know what that means. But those are the 3 sayings that you'll find on the cards. So we have the greeting cards. Okay. Then we have, looks like, oh, interesting. So we have more journaling cards. Trouvaille, trouvaille, I don't know. But it is a noun that means a lucky find. This is blank. Okay. So there is our first one. Then our second journaling card says, simplicity is ultimately a matter of focus. And it's kind of, you know, broken down with some large font. So that's the next journaling card. And now we have a calendar. This is interesting. So it looks like a tent fold calendar. So let's test this out. So we're going to fold here and then fold here. I wonder if they're doing this now instead of the clear, I wonder if I have one here, those clear cards with the monthly calendar on it. I wonder if they're switching over to paper instead of the clear cards, which is kind of a bummer. I know people like those clear monthly cards. So here is the monthly calendar for the box. This is interesting. So the January up at the top, it's not a sticker. It's actually raised like 3D. And then 2023, January. And then you've got the calendar. Thoughts on this? Mine lays very flat, which I do like. But I don't know if I'd want just like a paper triangle sitting on my desk. What is more likely is if I wanted to put this in my planner, I would cut this part off and cut this part off and then actually just use this as a card. So if you didn't like the tent nature of this, you could cut it to be flat. But I won't do that for this one. I don't know. We'll see. When I get my desk set up out in the backyard, we'll see how that looks. So interesting choice to move in this direction. Very interesting choice. All right, let's see what else we have. Ooh, we've got a notepad. Let's look at the notepad, and then we'll look at the inserts. I do love a notepad. I don't need notepads. I have tons and tons, but I do. Oh, weird. Okay, look at this. So this notepad was made, I think accidentally, with a bonus sheet on the back. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that off. Or maybe that's a sampling to show what the notepad is. Oh gosh, I don't like this. I'm a little disappointed. I love notepads, but this paper is very thin and it has, I'm gonna put it next to the greeting cards. It's got an interesting tint to it. It's almost like a really, really light blue gray. And it's really thin. The paper is really thin. It says note to self. You could, put different pieces of information in the different shapes or just look at it as a nice design moment. And then you've got space up here to put the date on it. Yeah, let's keep going. I feel like I'm being super negative. I've kind of been, I don't know. I've been kind of second guessing my my appreciation for cloth and paper lately. I just feel like I don't know if people have pointed things out to me or if I'm just noticing more like quality control issues, but it's been kind of disappointing. So here is the dashboard. I got the half letter, which is what I use for social media. Eudaimonia is the dashboard card, a contented state of being healthy and prosperous. And it's kind of just a cream colored card with a table setting on it. I don't get the table settings as a decor thing, but people go nuts over it. I just, for me, it's a really hard thing to grasp. Okay, last item in here before we get to the pens is the reflection inserts. I think also I'm kind of tiring of inserts from cloth and paper sub box that I just know I'm not going to use, and I'm just constantly having to think of an interesting way to use them. So this is reflection inserts. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way so that we can actually see what's going on here. So reflection. And this is something I probably will use, actually reflect on 2022. Again, this is half letter, which is what I use for social media, which means any inserts that I receive in the half letter are gonna have to be tilted towards social media. So maybe that's something that I can do in my planner. So reflection. So you put in your area of focus and then you rate your satisfactory level and the importance level. And then a date up at the top, your achievements, and then things you need to improve. And then you can reflect on them over the course of the 4 quarters. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it looks like you're gonna have multiple areas that you can rate. So we've got the first one, so this is all duplicated, right? These are just different areas. So another area, another area. The paper quality is great, feels nice and thick, and a good mix of smooth and like a toothiness, which is nice. So it looks like we've got a lot of different areas that we can reflect on. Lots and lots. Is this whole thing gonna be the same? This whole pack is reflection. Wow. So again, I think this is a missed opportunity. If you wanna give, inserts for reflecting on a year, there are different ways that people reflect on different types of achievements or different areas of their life. And this format isn't necessarily like the only way to reflect on a year. So I would have preferred if the inserts were maybe a third formatted like this, and then a third, a little bit more like journaling prompts for the new year, and then maybe a third, I don't know, maybe more, planning for the next year, or like taking the information. I mean, it says to improve here, but something about this doesn't, for me, fit all of the different ways I want to think about and reflect on the previous year. So it's kind of weird that all of these sheets are exactly the same. So yeah, review survey with quarterly planner notes. Yeah. That's my thoughts on the reflection inserts. I do think that they will be helpful, but that is a lot in that one format to work with. So let's jump over to the penspiration situation. So they just slide out of this little pouchy pouch. And let's grab the pen set sheet, pen test sheet. Now I said based on the, the inspiration board, which I guess is this, I would guess that everything is like black or white. The ink is black or white, but that definitely is not black or white. So let's see what we got. Let's start with we'll do the packaged one last. And we'll start with this clear guy. And it just says Shands. So the brand is Shands. And it's got a clear barrel. The thing that I wish that they did with the Penspiration is they gave us a card with the name of the brand and like the brand and then like the tip size. So this is the Shands. And we'll just put like clear barrel, because otherwise I have like no other information about this pen. And because it's a clear barrel, it doesn't have I mean, it does says S809. Okay, that does say 0.5. So let's add that. This is 0.5 and it's S809. But it still would be nice if there was a little card that had like, these are the pens inside. Okay, next one, because a lot of these are like Japanese pens. And so, you know, I don't speak Japanese. So that makes it a little tricky. Let's clean off the tip of this guy. This is a needle tip pen, which I do appreciate a needle tip. It looks like the ink is going to be blue, actually. 0.5, but again, I don't know what kind of pen this is. Maybe it's HESU, Hisu, or there's a number HS722. Oh, interesting. HS722, and this is a 0.5. See what that looks like. Yeah, that's a nice blue. It's a brighter and lighter blue than I was expecting. Clicky, clicky. And it's an interesting barrel. It's more of a square barrel. So it's got some more angles on it. Let's check out this guy. Check mark. Let's remove the paint on this one. This is also more of a needle tip. More of a needle tip. And it's got a very jelly-like pen grip. This is the check mark, HS890 maybe. So, ooh, I like this one. I like this one. This one's comfortable. Check mark. It's a 0.5. Interesting. It's got the little check mark right there, a little decorative item. I like this one. This is a good on-the-go pen. Like, I feel like I would enjoy using it all the time, but if it got lost, I wouldn't be, like, crying my eyes out. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd want to have it with me, but it's not so valuable, probably, that I would freak out. HS890. HS890. I like this one. Checkmark gets my seal of approval. Then we have this gold-looking pen, Study Hard and Have Fun. It's got a cap rather than a click top. Traditional pen tip. I'm just going to call this, it's a 0.5. Oh my goodness, that is not gold. That is yellow. AGPC 5805. 5805. Pens like this are hard for me. They're incredibly impractical. I will not use this pen. Like, I don't know when I would use yellow in my planner. I just don't think that I would. So this is kind of a miss for me, and I am a little disappointed. I'm sorry. I feel like this unboxing is really negative. So here is the Shands. So Shands is a brand, and we've already seen, so this is also Shands. So we're learning more about Shands since 1999. And I'm just going to cut this because I don't want to deal with more packaging. Okay, so black tip or black inked pen, 0.5. And it looks like we have, so the theme feels like needle tip. The theme this month is the needle tip pen. So this is the Shands Spin Ball Gel in the 0.5. Shands Spin Ball. That's not bad. I like this one. It looks like it would have a super kind of jelly type pen grip. It's not as soft as this one, but it is soft. It is soft. I like the look of this pen. I like the gray font, and I like that it's a click top or click pen. Not bad. I'm cool with that. So those are the 5 pens that were in the Penspiration box. This makes the box $15 more. So you can get the planning box, which is I think $39.99, and then, you know, tax. But then when you get the pen element, it ends up being $55 including tax. So it's $15 for 5 pens. These pens are just a so-so for me. I do like this. I do like these two. So these two will definitely be in rotation. These, maybe not so much. So the question is, are the 2 pens that I like the most worth $15? And that I'm not going to answer. Okay, so that is everything that was in the planning and Penspiration box. We have the reflection sheets, we have the dashboard, the notepad, the greeting cards, 2 different types of stickies this month. And, oh, I did miss the sticky notes. So typically when you get the Penspiration element of the box, you do get sticky notes. These are today's sticky notes with the ellipse circles. And they're just matte sticky notes. So that is everything in this box. Let me know what you think. I am very close to saying I probably will pause my my subscription with Cloth and Paper. I'm not prepared to say that because I love opening boxes, but they do cost money, and you know, if I'm only going to use maybe half, I have to rethink whether or not it's the right box for me. So that is everything in the box. I mean, just interesting that they've switched from the nice plastic cards to a tent monthly calendar. I don't know. I'm unsure. I'm unsure, and I'm going to leave you guys with an unsure review of this month's box. So come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is ejjoyful_plans. It is always a good time. And if you want to hang out with me again, I really hope that you do. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.